Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you step by step on how to make the perfect akara koose. So to make akara, here I got my black eyed peas, I have my onions, scotch bonnet and bell pepper and salt. So the first thing I'm going to do is to soak my beans, and I'm going to be soaking my beans for about an hour. So this is 1 hour later. So I'm going to be breaking the beans with my blender so that it will be easy for me to take out the skin. So I'm going to be using the pause button of my blender. The purpose of this is not to grind it. I'm just going to break it so that it will be really easy for me to peel. Because making akara, the difficult part of making akara is taking out the skin. So this is one easy way for you to take out the skin without spending the whole day doing it. So you can actually peel your beans maybe the night before or anytime and put it in the freezer. Whenever you're ready to make your akara, you just bring it out. So I will just keep on doing it until all the skin is out. So once I'm done washing the beans, I will soak it for about 2 hours. So this is 2 hours later. So the beans is ready to be grounded. So next, I will just cut off my bell pepper and onions. So I'm going to be using half of that onions I showed you earlier on, and I'm also using half of the bell pepper as well. So it's time to blend it. So blending akara, if you want to get the we need just a little bit of water to blend it, not as much water as you will use when you're grinding moi moi. I remember when I was in Nigeria, so when I'm going to grind beans for akara, we use commercial blender to grind it. So I usually go with extra container for them to add the liquid. And even if you don't come with extra container, they're still going to ask you, is this for koose or for alele, which is moi moi. So if it's koose, you tell them, then they will be careful with the quantity of water they add to it. So this is the consistency we are looking for. It's going to look like this, a little bit thick and not too smooth. So next, I'm going to be adding my oil in the pot because we are going to be deep frying the akara. So we need plenty of oil to fry it. So while the oil is heating up, I will go ahead to dice my onions. This is the onions I'm going to be adding to the blended beans. I'll be adding my salt to that. So I've added my salt. Then I will go ahead to stir it together. I'll be testing it if I need more salt. So what I'm doing here, I'm trying to divide the beans into two. Then I'll go ahead to be whisking one part So whisking the beans should take about 5 to 10 minutes. So I'm just whisking air into the beans so that I can get a perfect akara. Because when the beans is not properly whisked, your akara is going to soak oil. Once you put it inside the oil, your akara is going to sink down and then it will absorb a lot of oil. So this is how your beans should look when it's properly whisked. So I'm trying to show you guys here. This is the difference between the one I've whisked and the one that I didn't whisk. So next, I'm just going to be frying it now, and I'm testing it to see if my oil is hot. And I'm going to be frying these beans on a medium heat. So akara is that food that you can eat any time of the day. You can eat akara for breakfast, you can eat it for lunch, you can eat it for dinner with your oatmeal, bread or custard. Or you can even give it to your kids for after school snacks. When my kids were little, they actually call akara chicken nugget. So whenever they ask for chicken nugget, I know they are talking about akara. And you can also freeze your akara too. I always freeze my akara whenever I make it. I freeze it for like months, and whenever I want to eat it, I just bring it out and pop it in the oven. So this is how your akara will look when it's ready. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you are new, and also put on the notification bell that will enable you to be notified whenever I bring out a new video, and I will see you all in my next video.